Hey there, Scorpio. Welcome to your reading for the week of February 27th. We're going to jump right in here, Scorpio, and see what is going on for you at this time. In your current general energies, you have this crow spirit. It says universal law on it. And you have the justice card. Are you kidding? Justice is the universal law, especially right now. Justice is cause and effect. I've been saying to people for like years now that the answer to the rest of your life is justice, cause and effect. If you put energy into something, does it work? If the answer is yes, keep going. If the answer is no, then stop or make a change, right? We don't have to quit things that we want in our life if they're not working. We just have to make the change so that we're putting energy in the right direction. So put energy in the direction of growth, and you might have to learn some new skills, or you might have to, get some help from an expert or something like that to make sure that things move in the right direction. But if you do that, you will be very successful. Also, Scorpio, I'm not changing my shirt right now, but just ignore it. Ignore the coffee spill, okay? We have this universal law card, so I feel like you're very smart at this time, is what I really feel like saying. It's almost like you're making very good decisions right now, and, I just feel like it's good. So I don't know what else to say there. I thought I was going to say something else, but I guess not. You have the Four of Swords, the Strength card, and the Justice card. I almost feel like you're the lion right now on this card. Traditionally, obviously, it's the lady who has her hands in the lion's mouth, and the lion kind of represents her inner beast, her inner critic, her inner voice, that thing in the back of her head that tells her she can't do something. But the lion is submitting to her. Normally on a normal strength card. But I almost feel like you're a lion right now, but in a good way. It's like, I feel like people are seeing your power. It's like people are seeing your strength. And the reason I really say this is because you have this Royal You card in your next row, which I'm pretty sure you had with me recently, and you have the Sun, which is kind of like a glow up or, getting a lot of attention. So people are seeing you as being very successful. It's crazy. All three water signs had this card, the Four of Swords, and actually Pisces had this, and you have it, and then Cancer had the Groundhog card or whatever it is in the other deck, and you can see right here there's this little like woodchuck creature right here. And the funny thing about woodchucks is they represent rebirth. They have multiple chambers in their burrows, and they kind of represent going from like one life to the other, kind of having a rebirth in life. You have the Tower here, which every single reading I've done for you for the past months, I'm pretty sure you've had the Tower. I don't think this is a bad Tower either. I feel like this could be a good surprise that is happening for you, but clearly there could be a rebirth happening in your life. I also feel like you're just better at choosing where to put your energy. Like I said, this is the rule that I would follow right now, is justice. I also think that it's interesting that you go Justice, Four of Cups to the Two of Cups. For those of you looking for love, there definitely could be like a soulmate coming in for you. I feel like you've been disappointed in the past. It could be a Virgo, Leo, could be another Scorpio, could be a Capricorn or someone with Capricorn in their chart, Cancer, right here as well. Could be, I said Leo, I'm pretty sure. So, definitely could be a person coming in for you if you want love. But I feel like you're kind of like in this zone of just like nothing is really, catching your interest with that Four of Cups. I feel like that Four of Cups is just, meh. I don't really feel that excited about it. We're going to look into it, obviously, in a minute. With the Four of Swords, you have the Three of Cups celebration coming in for you. Someone is making you more excited, is what this is. So I feel like maybe you've been very bored by options as far as love is concerned. And I feel like there's finally something exciting, like a person who is actually exciting. Maybe a person who actually does stuff with their life instead of just like sits at home all day, right? I feel like I do feel more excitement here, something much more that could be celebrated. With the Strength card, you have the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. Literally, it just says focus on your strengths. Justice card, same thing as well. It's like, I don't know what it is, but there's been a lot of this energy floating around where I feel like people could be very much focusing on the things that they're not good at. And, I would just say I think it's better to double down on your strengths than it is to focus on the things that you're just not good at, right? Plain and simple. So that's what I would be doing here, is I would focus on what you're good at. With the Justice card, you have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is like being set free, and Eight of Swords is a card of self-imposed restriction. So it looks to me like you are setting yourself free with this card, or there is some sort of freedom coming in. It could be through a tower moment. You could be allowing something to tower as well. And it's clearly going to lead to a victory with the Chariot card. So love it. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Royal You card. Clearly, you could be having a glow up at this time. Or you're just like getting a lot of attention right now here, Scorpio. And it could just be a little bit unexpected. It's funny as well that you go Sun to the Hermit. The Sun is a lot of attention. The Hermit is like no attention. And then you go to the Chariot. The Chariot would be moving to the right place to get attention, right? So I don't think you actually have to move, but I do think that some of you are looking for, like, where can I get the most attention? And I'm not talking about like negative attention here. We're talking about positive attention. It's like if you live somewhere where, maybe it's a town of 10 people, it's going to be really hard to find like the love of your life, right? Unless they happen to live there. But if you know all 10 people and you know that they're not the love of your life, then it might be time to move, right? Or it might be time to look outside your area. And I feel that for you here, where it's like some of you, maybe you're not moving, but maybe you're making some sort of change so that you can have an opportunity for something that you want in your life. And again, it doesn't have to be love. It could be, a business, a job. It could be anything, whatever. And I feel like this is a long time coming. Like, I feel like this is something that you've been thinking about, practicing, dealing with for it's been a question that's on your mind for a long time, especially for those of you that are physically moving. And a physical move could also be a job move. So maybe you're not moving where you live, but you might be changing jobs or something. But I kind of feel like it's been a long time coming. You've been thinking about doing something like this for a long time. Maybe you've been trying to find your place in the world, or you've been trying to find the right job or career. And I feel that, it's been a little bit boring, right? You have this Four of Cups here. I don't feel anything with this Four of Cups, which is interesting. I just feel, like a little bit boring, a little bit bored, a little bit like you wish you're just wanting a little bit more excitement, and maybe you're like wanting something that's more entertaining in life. And here you go, by the way. I feel like there's about to be like a tornado that comes into your life with this Wheel of Fortune. But I mean that in like a good way. If this is love, I feel like it's someone who like you get swept away by in a good way. If it's business, same thing. And you have the Tower. It's like something has been, I do feel like a slow death kind of situation here. Maybe you've been living somewhere for a long time, and this kind of gives me the feeling of like the straw that broke the camel's back. Is it that big of a deal? No, but I do feel for some of you, it's kind of like there could be some events that are happening around you that are causing you to move, that are causing you to make a change. This could be any type of Tower moment that's going on in your life, but it's like the whole point of the Tower is that the people inside the Tower are ignoring reality. They're not, and they've built those walls up too high around them. So they basically need to have new experiences. And I feel like you're just ready for some new experiences. You're ready for just something different, right? With the Sun, you have the Strength card. Yes, could be dealing with a Leo for some of you, but I also kind of feel like you're getting attention for being strong or for doing something that is hard to do, right? With the Four of Cups, you have the King of Pentacles. Again, it's funny that I said boring because the King of Pentacles is boring. He is the card of convention. Convention is the way things have always been done, So I feel like you're trying to break free from convention, from conventional beliefs or whatever. This could be in any area of your life. I do feel there could be a person who like wants a permanent connection with you coming in for you. I do not think this person is boring. I feel like this person is actually very exciting. They probably do a lot, or they, create a lot of different things. So it's kind of like, I feel like some of you could be attracting a person who has a lot of stories. So, but in a good way. Again, trust me, I totally get it that stories can sometimes be very boring. But that's not this person. This person, they just have a lot of experiences. Let's put it that way. With the Tower, you have the Devil. I would be careful of a past person returning to your life here. Devil, Wheel of Fortune, toxic energy, of course. And, we are going to have a Mercury retrograde in April. So we're not there yet, but I don't know. I've just seen it in a few readings where they're like people could have something in the background, and it could just be the energy in general that's causing this to happen. So if you have a past person, I would just be careful of them returning, plain and simple. Next, in the area of the information you need to hear right now, you have this armadillo spirit says set healthy boundaries. I kind of feel the interesting thing is, again, if you meet a person, I would say not even just this week, but over the next couple of months, to me, tarot, the universe doesn't wear a watch. Things happen when they happen, but if you meet a person, I would make sure to set healthy boundaries, but I kind of feel like this person is setting boundaries with you. I actually think you might find it attractive, just in general. It's like maybe, again, maybe normally your past people, maybe they would just let you into their life whenever the hell you wanted. But I feel like this person could be like busy. They actually do stuff with their life. They don't make you the center of their universe, which is never attractive. I think people sometimes think they want that, but it's like then you get it and you end up in some sort of creepy situation, right? So, I would be careful of that. But I feel like this person maybe sets boundaries. I also feel for those of you, like some of you, I feel need to set boundaries with yourself. Like, and what's popping into my head here is especially if you're working on like a business. And what I mean by that is it's like, well, I'll just give you an example. Because I'm really bad at this, Scorpio. It's like today, I wasn't going to do videos today. I was going to take today off. But I don't know. I just can't. I can't do it, right? Why? I have no clue. And so here I am. Here I am doing readings. I just cannot chill out, right? And so I'm really bad at doing this. But I feel like for some of you, it's like maybe you need to set some boundaries with yourself and don't be like me, right? Say if you're going to take a day off, take a freaking day off, right? Plain and simple. You have the Two of Cups Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel that there is love coming back into your life. I do feel like saying coming back as well. I don't think this is a past person. I just think this is like an opportunity at true love. And so maybe you feel like you lost true love in the past. And it could just be that this is like true love coming in again. Or, something that really actually is true love if you want love. Your readings have been very love focused, which I think is pretty interesting. So take it how it resonates. If you don't want love, I feel like your higher self is guiding you towards something. I feel your higher self is encouraging you to put something out into the world. I would say even if you do want love, that your higher self is saying like, there's something that you have to present here. The Hermit, he normally has a star in a lantern. And on this one, I can't tell if that's a star. I don't know. It just looks like a regular lantern to me there, Scorpio. But it's like, to me, it's something that he needs to reveal to the world. Like a hidden talent, gift, skill, or ability. And this reading to me is saying that if you have something that could make you, give you attention, like starting a business, a YouTube channel, maybe it's just like sharing some kind words with a person, whatever it is, it's going to lead to a victory with the Chariot. And you also have the Wheel of Fortune, which is like a change in your fortunes. So I feel there is a lot of success coming in for you. I would also take control with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, really, we want to be at the center of the wheel. There are kind of like 3 rings on the Wheel of Fortune. We want to be in the middle because that's where you're just like this. You're just upright when you're at the middle of the wheel. And when we're upright on the Wheel of Fortune, then we can see the things that are coming towards us, the good things, the bad things, and we can better take advantage. So how do we do this? Well, number one, we use our vibrations to, attract good things into our lives. Number 2, we learn about situations that enter into our lives. Each one of the animals that is around the Wheel of Fortune, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, and Leo, they all have a book, right, on the Wheel of on a traditional Wheel of Fortune. So we can learn about things that we see coming towards us, but also we can just pay attention. I was at the coffee shop today. The coffee I spilled to myself right here, right? This right here, not paying attention. And I saw 2 ladies just smack right into each other, both holding their coffees. How they didn't spill is a miracle, but it's like zero self-awareness, right? I see people that just don't pay attention all day long. So to be at the center of the wheel, we just have to pay attention. We just have to be awake. Just that simple. So there you go. With the 2 of Cups, you have the Queen of Cups. I kind of feel like this is your energy. It's funny because, I know everyone and their mother reads the Queen of Cups as Cancer. I have always read her as you, Scorpio. So, in the Golden Tarot, the Queen of Cups is you in the Golden Tarot. So that's why. But I kind of feel like this is your energy here. Clearly, I feel like you're ready for a new connection. With the Hermit, You have the Knight of Cups. Yes, Knight in shining armor. Could be a Virgo. Could also be a water sign. There's definitely some earth here going on. So, take out resonates. It's going to be different for all of you. But I definitely feel like a Knight in shining armor type situation here for you. I also feel something about a dream. It's like there's something you want to do here, Scorpio. I feel like there's, it's like it could involve teaching people or sharing your words with people because of the Virgo card, because of the Hermit showing up here. He's kind of like a teacher. He's been through a dark night of the soul, and he needs to like be an example, right? And I always talk about this with Pluto and Aquarius. One of the most successful things you could do right now is be an example for other people in your life. And it could just be one person. Again, it doesn't have to be like a million people. I keep telling people, it's like, it doesn't matter how big or small. If you're just doing it at all, trust me, you're going to win. So if you want to be a winner, I feel like there's like something about a dream coming up here. And I feel like you should express it. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Four of Pentacles. I kind of get a very mature feeling here. I feel like you just know that it's time to make a change. Four of Pentacles is like holding on too tightly to the past. But I feel like you're kind of like done holding on to something with your little Scorpio claws, right? I feel like you're ready to release something and you're ready to just have a new adventure. That's really what this Chariot card is saying to me here, Scorpio. Next, you have this full moon in Aquarius, and this is showing up in the area of the good stuff. Doesn't matter what shows up here. It's going to be good no matter what. And it says, be real on it. I feel like you're just being real with yourself. So, again, I think that's a good thing. You also have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is, of course, a card of being spoiled for choice. I do feel you have a lot of options right now, just in all areas of your life, but I kind of feel you have the option to bring a dream down to earth. I always say with the Seven of Cups that he's looking up. He's got those cups above him, and those cups could be his dream life or something that he is dreaming of manifesting here on earth. All he has to do is take one step towards those whatever dream he wants. The problem with the Seven of Cups is there are like good things and bad things in those cups. So he's like saying to himself, I want to start this business or this relationship or this new project. And he's saying, but maybe some bad things could happen. But that's always true, right? So I feel like it's saying you just have to get started and you will be successful, but you have to get started to be successful in the first place. You have the Nine of Wands here. I feel like you're opening up. I feel for some of you could be going through healing. Again, this is the good stuff. So Nine of Wands is a card that says don't give up and be perseverant. But I kind of feel that some of you are healing from a past situation. You could even be putting some boundaries up against a past person. I would say, especially if you were dealing with a Virgo in the past who is toxic, that's only for those of you that were dealing with someone who was toxic. If they weren't toxic, this part of the story isn't for you. But if they were, then I feel like you could be putting up some boundaries. And finally, you have the Chariot. There's some sort of win coming in for you. And like I said, it could be through expressing a dream. I do feel some of you could be moving here. Especially for those of you that have been traveling. Like I kind of have that popping into my head where if you have been traveling and maybe you've been looking for a place, I feel like you could be finding your place in the world, wherever that is for you. I'm kind of cheating a little bit because to me, that is a very water sign thing in general. I travel like crazy. And so, I travel all the time. You don't even know it because again, I always have videos going up, right? But, I think that it's just that time for water signs to, be looking for someplace new, someplace different. Or you could also decide, you could go be exploring and you could be like, I don't want to go anywhere else. I like exactly where I am. So, it can go both ways. But I feel that for some of you. I also feel that clearly there's a victory coming in for you. For some of you, it could be love at a distance as well, which I'm pretty sure has come up for you a lot. And again, you go from the Knight of Cups down to that Chariot. So, that would make perfect sense to me. With the Seven of Cups, you have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups would be a soulmate. This could also be a childhood dream. So for those of you that have always wanted to do something or be something or have something since you were a child, you could be fulfilling a childhood dream, which is nice, right? I feel like this will be good. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Judgment card. Oh yeah, I feel like you're waking up to something here. The Judgment card is a wake-up call. To me, when I have a reading that has the Tower and the Judgment card, to me, Tower and Judgment is the most powerful combination in the tarot. It kind of represents a major revelation, a major wake-up call. So I feel for a lot of you that you could be waking up to like your purpose, or you could be waking up to a person as well that is your purpose. But there's definitely a rebirth going on here. Again, I've never had, like, this has not happened to me in a long time, where the imagery between three signs is very similar. Like the water signs, for example, have all been the same as far as that groundhog is concerned, right? So there's clearly some sort of rebirth or a change that's going on for you, and you're like entering into a new time, I feel, with that. With the Chariot, you have the King of Wands. Definitely could be a very bold, assertive person. Could be a fire sign, that's coming in for you. You have a lot of fire showing up here. If it's not a fire sign, I would say it's someone who's very bold, very assertive, brave, courageous, probably like a builder. I always say that if you're wondering, a lot of people read the King of Wands as the entrepreneur, which he is, like the entrepreneur. It could be an entrepreneur, but really, to me, he's got like a little bit more of this like building energy which could be an entrepreneur, but he is willing to build something, and I don't know, that's standing out to me. You could be attracting a person who's literally a builder, right? They could be an entrepreneur. They could own their own building company, or they could be a mechanic or something like that, working with their hands. But they could also just be highly creative. And I always say the way that you know that someone is like a King of Wands type person, again, it doesn't matter what gender you're attracted to either, it could be any gender, is that they really nurture things into existence. Again, he enters into a situation, he treats it like a baby. So if you look at their work habits, for example, they might go above and beyond. Like, this is the type of person who goes above and beyond. And again, I feel like you could be attracting that type of person. I also feel that some of you could be just embracing that energy. If you have like a business that you're working on, you could really be nurturing it into existence. And again, that is going to work out very well for you. We're going to pull 5 main themes now. You have this defense card, 9 of Wands. I would protect yourself from the past, plain and simple. There you go. You have the protection card. Yes, I'm going to pull an extra card for you because I feel like these two are connected. I feel like you just need to maybe block an X here. You have this vision card. I feel like our vision is super important right now, Scorpio. I think that we need to imagine things as we want them to be. This card is Pisces, and Pisces is the high priestess in the tarot. The high priestess, she normally has the 3 stages of the moon on her crown. And I always say the reason she has that is because she sees the beginning, middle, and end of any situation she enters into before it happens, not necessarily intuitively, meaning that if she wants to build a business, she imagines it, visualizes it as she wants it to go first. And so I think that this is talking about you visualizing the things in your life that you want to see happen, like how you want them to go. Next, you have this restlessness card. I do feel like everybody could be feeling restless at this time, just in general. I think we want things to go. It's hard to get things to go right now, so people could be feeling this. I would channel your restless energy into creative projects. Put it into something: working out, exercising, going for a walk, spending time with friends. Don't just like sit there and be antsy, right? That's basically what that's saying. You have this loss card. I feel like you've experienced a loss in the past. We saw this with the Tower. Probably could be a person, something you've been holding on to just a little bit. I feel like you're holding on to something less and less and less, and you're going through this judgment transformation, right? And finally, you have this decision card. So I would just pick the new path, plain and simple. I really feel like something's being presented to you here, Scorpio. It's almost like, very weird. It's weird that I'm getting this at the end of the reading, but I almost feel that some of you are receiving a gift. I have said this to you before, I'm convinced. I feel like some of you are receiving a gift of a person. It's like maybe a past person screwed up for this person, the person coming in for you. It's almost like you're literally receiving someone else's gift. I swear I've said this to you before. And if I'm not wrong, then this is definitely for you. I feel like you could be getting a person where you're like, how the hell, again, I think you'll be like, how the hell is this person single? I think because someone else screwed up. It's like you're getting someone else, what was supposed to be someone else's reward, but too bad for them, right? This could also be like an opportunity. Like, I feel like if you see an opportunity where you like notice something like, hey, I should probably start working on X, Y, and Z, then I would do it. I'll give you an example. I'm a dumbass because years ago, like I saw TikTok, and then I saw TikTok before it was like famous, right? And I was like, man, I should probably start working on this because this is giving me the vibes of like early YouTube, right? And then on top of that, I saw a talk with Gary Vee where he was talking about TikTok, and I was like, okay, there's my confirmation information from the universe. But did I do anything about it? No, I didn't. Could you imagine if I did? It probably would have blown up on TikTok as well. So I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying I feel like there could be an opportunity coming in for you where maybe your intuition is like saying, hey, this is like a big deal. Maybe not right now. Maybe it's like small, like early TikTok was something else before it was TikTok, Musically or whatever it was called, right? And so it's like maybe something is small, but you see the seed. If you nurture the seed with the King of Wands, it will be very successful. So I don't know what that could be a person, but it could also just be like a business idea you have. It could be like a trend or something like that. I don't know. It's popping into my head, but I would take advantage of it, whatever it is. So that's that. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And definitely enjoy your week.